Please join your hands. Close your eyes. We'll start with Navkar mantra. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sava Pava Parnashano, Mangalanam Chai Savaisim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savaisim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sava Pava Panashino, Mangalanam Chai Savaisim, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Padamam Havai Mangalam. Bolo Adinath Bhagwan ki jai, Acharya Manatunga Ji Maharaj ki jai, Shri Bhaktamar Mahastotra ki jai, Jinsha Sanjan Dev ki jai, Chaubir Sitankar Bhagwan Ji ki jai. How are all tapasvis? Neminath, how did your fasting go? Good. And I guess Mahavir also did that, right? I can't see him, so. Okay. Let's start with it then. First we have Vidit for 1 to 6. Vidhi, is Vidit ready? Aparna Di said, Di, do you want to add something? You are on mute.
Sorry, I said I missed the beginning, but I want to say Jai Jinendra to everyone and Happy Teachers Day to Ashi ji and Nilam ji.
Thank you. Thank you very
Teachers
much.
Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Teachers
Happy
Day.
Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
I would like if
everyone.
a couple people, they want to say something particularly. I know, Arav, would you want to say something to Ashi Didi and Nilam ji? Unmute yourself.
Thank you so much for teaching us the whole Bhaktamar Stotra. I liked how you did it. It was very nice and well done. Thank you so much. I learned a lot from this.
Thank you very much. That was so sweet.
Anyone else? Like two more people, two more kids, if they want to say something. Okay, Swasti, unmute yourself, mere bachche.
Thank you, Aparna. Thank you, Aparna Auntie. Thank you, Ashi Didi. Thank you, Sid Bhaiya. Thank you, Neelam Auntie. Thank you, everyone who helped me learn. Even the students may be in this condition. Like I think everyone who is here helped me learn and inspired me. So thank you so much for your effort and time into this, everyone.
Thank you, Swasti.
And Misha and Umang, you guys want to say something?
Thank you everyone for helping us, and we got to know the Bhaktamar Shloka, and that really helped us with all our problems. And my brother.
Thank you so much to all the teachers and everyone who helped manage this class and everyone who taught us. I personally grew as a better person and as a better soul through this teaching, and I feel like this and everything I learned will help me throughout my entire life. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. This means a lot for us,
So
and
well.
we are really, really like happy to hear this. And I hope you all continue to grow as a better person and apply the teachings of Bhaktamar Stotra in your own daily life and motivate others too.
Agamya wants to say something.
So first of all, happy Teachers Day. Thank you for everyone who's been putting their time, efforts, and everything to manage this program. And learning Bhaktamar has really been a dream for me, and you helped me put that dream come true, because sometimes whenever my parents, they say Bhaktamar, I'm always like, I want to learn it someday. And then I finally learned it, and I can say it very gratefully with them. So thank you so much, and happy Teachers Day.
Thank you, Agamya. Pleasure is all ours.
Adish and
We're happy.
Advika.
Happy Teachers Day, Ashiditi, and everyone who helped work this program. I really want to thank everyone for participating and help this class start and motivate everyone. I really love the Bhaktamar and helped me a lot.
Thank you, Adish. I guess the purpose is solved. Like if you all loved it and you will imply it in your life. So we are very grateful to you people for attending, for devoting your time, your valuable time. 2 hours, sitting for non-stop 2 hours is a very, very big deal. And I couldn't like even think about it when I was of your age. So thanks to you all.
I want to say something.
Happy Teachers Day.
Thank you, Advika.
Vidhi.
Happy Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day. Ashi Didi. Ashi Didi. Sid Bhaiya. And Bhaiya. And Didi.
Thank you.
Happy Teachers Day.
Thank you, Tuition.
All right. You want to take over, Ashi?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Dee. Thank you,
Happy
Arav.
Teachers Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
all
to
the
everyone
kids.
who has wished in the messages.
Happy Teachers Day.
We are teachers because of you guys only. So thank you for giving us this opportunity and leading the role. With that, let's start with our class for today. And we'll start with Vidit for chanting 1 to 6 number shloka. Vidit, are you ready?
I said 1 to 6. Oh, what?
1 to 6.
1 second. Can you repeat?
Okay, so Vidit wants, last time we decided that Vidit will chant 1 to 6 number shloka. Is he ready?
Yeah, he is ready. But he will chant with me.
Yeah, no problem. That would be great.
Encourage him, Vidhi, encourage him to say all by himself, but wherever he needs support, then you support him. Okay, Vidit?
Okay. Start. First shloka to 6. Bhaktamar padtamoni madi pavana muddu tagam lalita pahuta movitan Samyak pranamya dinapadayugam yugada valambanam bahujale patutam janana yasastutas sakalavarmaya tattvabuddha Ujabudi patve suralokanat Ute jagat taya chittare rudare Shoje ki naam mapitam patamam jinendram Buddhya bhimavi vibudashita padati Totum samuti mati vigatatra poham Balam vihaya jala samstita mindu bimba Manya karijati jana sahasagrahitum Vaktum gunan guna samudra shashanka kantan Kaste shamasura guru pratimopi buddhya Kalpanta pavano datanagra chakram Kovatari tumalamambunidim bhujabhyam Toham tathapi tava bhakti vashan munisha Katum stavam vigata shakti rahe pravet
विचार्य मृगी मृगेन्द्र भेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थम् अल्पकृतं सुतवतां परिहासम् तदभतिरेव मुखरीकुरुते बलान् यत्कोकिलः किलमधु मधुरं विरोधि श्याम चारुकरिघानिकरेतु मुच्चरशोकतव संसितमन्मयु भावातिरूपममलं भवतो नितान्तम् कष्टोल्लसत्किरणमास्ततमौवितानम् बिम्बं द्रवेरेव बन्धोदरपार्श्ववर्ती उद्भूतबोधिपशुभीषण जलोदरभारभूम्ना शुच्यां दशामुपगता शुलजीविराशा पङ्कजरजो मृतदेह मत्या भवन्ति मकरध्वजतुल्यरूपा. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Everyone, please clap for
Good job,
Vidit.
Vidit.
Excellent. Next, Risha and Myra for 7 to 12. Are they here?
Yes, they are. Yes. They were here. They're here. Risha and Myra, turn on your. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes.
You guys ready?
I'm sorry, but not right now. Can you let somebody else go for right now, and then can we do it later?
Okay, so you wanna recite 7 to 12 or you do not wanna?
No, I want to, but can you let somebody else do it first?
Okay. Okay, then we'll take 13 to 23, Alaina and Ananya.
Are they here? I don't
start.
Okay,
Yeah. Ananya is here. 13 to 23.
Okay. Bhaktankwate suranaro ragnetrahari nisheshanirjita jagat titayopamanam bimbam kalam kamalinam kunjakarasya yadvasare bhavati pandupalashakalpam Sambhurnamandala Shashankakalakalapa Shubhragunasti Bhuvanam Kamalangayanti Ye Samshritasti Jagadishwaranathamekam Kastannivarayati Sancharato Yatishtam Chittang kimatrayati te tridashanganabhir manakapimano navikaramargam kalpantakalamarutachalita kimmandayadishikharam chalitam kadachit Nedhumavartirapavachitatela Kritsnam jagattrayamidam prakatikaroshi Gamyo na jatu marutan chalita chalanam Dipo parastvamasinatha jagat prakasha. नास्तां कदाचित् उपयासि नराहुगम्य स्पष्टीकरोषि सहसा युगपाजगन्ति नम्बोदरो नरनिरुद्धमहाप्रभावम् सूर्यातिश हिमसि मुनीन्द्रलोके नित्योदयं दलितमोहमहान्धकारम् गम्यं नराहुवदनस्य न वारिदानम् विभ्राजते तव मुखब्जमनल्पकन्ति विद्योतय जगदपूर्वशशाङ्कबिम्बम् किं शार्वरीषु शशन्नाहि विवस्वता वा युष्मन्मुखेन्दुदलितेषु तमस्सु नाथ निष्पन्नशाली वनशालिनि जीवलोके कर्यं कियज्जलधरे जलभारनम्रे ज्ञानं यथा त्वयि विभाति कृतावकाशम् देवं तथा हरिहरादिषु नायकेषु तेजस्फुरन्मणिषु याति यथा महात्मम् देवं तु काच सकले किरणकुलेऽपि मन्ये वरं हरिहरादय एव दृष्टेषु येषु हृदयं त्वयि तोषमेति किं वीक्षितेन भवता भुवि येन नान्यः कश्चिन्मनोहरति नाथ भवन्तरेऽपि स्त्रीणां शतानि शतशो जनयन्ति भूतान् नान्यस्तुतं त्वदुपमं जननी प्रसूता सर्वादिशो दधिघानि सहस्ररश्मिन् प्राचेव दिग्जनयति स्फुरतांशुजालम् त्वामामनन्ति मुनयः परमं पुमांसः मादित्यवर्णममलं तमसः परस्तात् त्वामेव सम्यगुपलभ्य जयन्ति मृत्युं नन्यः शिव शिवपदस्य मुनीन्द्रपन्थ जय जिनेन्द्र
Very nice.
Great job,
Excellent.
Rania and baby sister.
Next, we have Misha and Umang. 24 to 34.
त्वामभयं विभमचिन्त्यमसान्त्यमाद्यं प्रमाणमीश्वरमनन्तमनगकेतुं योगीश्वरं विदितयोगमनेकमेकं ज्ञानस्वरूपममलं प्रवदन्ति सन्तः पूज्यास्त्वमेव विबुधार्चितबुद्धिबोधात् त्वां शङ्करोषि भुवनत्रयशङ्करत्वात् तादासि धीरशिवमर्गविधेदिदानात् वक्तुं त्वमेव भगवन् पुरुषोत्तमोऽसि तुभ्यं नमः त्रिभुवनार्तिहराय नाथ तुभ्यं नमः श्रीचित्तवामभूषणाय तुभ्यं नमः त्रिजगतः परमेश्वराय तुभ्यं नमो जिनभगोदधिशोषणाय को विस्मयोदयदि नाम गुणेरशेषेस् त्वं संश्रितो निर्भगशास्त्रयं मुनीश तोषेरुपात विविधाश्रय चापदार्वे स्वप्नान्तरेऽपि न कदाचिदपीक्षितोषि ऊर्षेरशोकतरुसंश्रितमुन्मयोका मा भाति रूपममलं भवतो नितान्तम् स्पष्टो रसत्किरणमस्ततमोवितानम् बिम्बं रवेरिगपयोदरकाष्पदर्ति सिंहासने मणिमयूखशिखा विचित्रे विभ्राजते तव बभूकनकावदातं बिम्बं वियत् विलसरं शुलकावितानम् कुतुङ्गोदयो दृश्य शिव सहस्रराश्मे कुन्दावतात चलचामर शरुशोभम् विभ्राजते तव वपु कलदोतिकान्ता उद्यत् शशाङ्क शुचिर्जरगारितार मूर्छे स्थितं सुरगरीवविशातकोम्बं छत्रत्रयं तव विभाति शशाङ्ककान्त मूर्छे स्थितं स्थगितभानुकरप्रतापं मुक्ताफलप्रकरजालविवृतशोभं प्रख्यापयति जगता परमेश्वरत्वं गम्भीरताररवपूरितदिग्विभागस् त्रैलोक्यलोकशुभसङ्गमभूतिदक्ष साधर्मराज जय घोषण घोषकासन् केदुन्दुभिर्ज्वलति यशसा प्रभादी मंदार सुंदर अनुमेरु सुपारिजात संतानकादि कुसुमोत्कर वृष्टि रोदक कंदोद बिंदु शुभमांद मरुत् प्रपात केव्यादिवा पतति केवश शांत तेर्वा शुंभत् प्रभाव लय भूरि विभा विभोषे लोकत्रये दुतिमतं दुतिमक्षिपान्ति प्रजा दिवाकर निरंतर भूरि संख्या तेत्या जयत्यकिनिशामपि सोम सौम्यं Chandra.
Very nice. Everyone, please clap for them.
Shandumang.
Very good job. Okay. Next question, Kavya. For 35 to 46.
स्वर्गापवर्ग गममार्ग विमार्गनेष्ट सधर्म तत्व कथनैकपटुस्त्रिलोक्य दिव्याध्वने भवति ते विशदार्थ सर्व भाषा स्वभाव परिणाम गुणे प्रयोज्य उन्निद्रही मनव पंकज पुंज कांति पर्युल्लसन्न खमयूख शिखाभिरामो पादौ पदानि तव यत्र जिनेन्द्र दत्त पद्मानि तत्र विबुधा परिकल्पयन्ति इत्थं यथा तव विभूतिरभूजिनेन्द्र धर्मोपदेशन विधौ न तथा परस्य यद्रक्प्रभादिन कृतप्रहतान्तकार तद्रक्कुतो ग्रहगणस्य विकाशिनोऽपि शोच्यान्मदा विलविलोलकपोलमूल नट्टभ्रमदनरभ्रद्विवेदकोपम् ऐरावतावमिव मुद्गतमापतन्तम् दृष्ट्वा भयं भवति नो भवदाश्रितानाम् भिन्नेव कुम्भगदुज्ज्वलशोणिताक्ष मुक्ताफलप्रकरभूषित भूमिभाग बद्धक्रमक्रमगतं हरिणदीपोऽपि न क्रामति क्रमयुगाचलसंश्रितं ते कल्पान्तकालपवनोदतवाणिकल्पम् दावानलं ज्वलितमुज्ज्वलमुत्स्फुलिङ्गम् विश्वं जिगत्सुमिव सम्मुखमापतन्तं त्वं नाम कीर्तनजलं शमयत्शेषम् यक्ते च नमस्तमदकोकिलकण्ठनीलम् क्रोधोदतं फणिममुदतमापतन्तम् आक्रामति क्रमयुगेन निरस्तशङ्का त्वन्नामनागरामणीश्वरस्य पुंसा वल्गत्तुरङ्गगजगर्जितभीमनादम् आजोबलं बलवतामपि भूपतीनाम् उद्यद्दिवाकरमयूखशिखाभविधम् त्वत्कीर्तनत्तमैषाशुभिमामुपैति कुन्तागराभिनकजशोणितवारिवाह वेगावतारतरुणोत्तरयोधभीम युद्धे जयं विजितदुर्जय जेयपक्षास् त्वत्पादपङ्कजवनश्रयणो लभन्ते अम्भो निदोषुभितभीषणनक्रचक्र पाठीनपीठभयदोर्बरवादवाग्नो रङ्गतरङ्गशिखरस्थितयानपत्रास् त्रासं विहाय भवतः स्मरणाद् व्रजन्ति उद्भुतभीषणचलोदरभारभूग्ना शौच्यां दशामुपगताश्रितजीविताशा त्वत्पादपङ्कजवजोमृतदीप्तदेहा मर्त्या भवन्ति भवया त्वचतुर्यरूपा आपादकण्ठमुरुशृङ्खलवेष्टिताङ्ग गाढं बृहन्निगदकोटिनिगर्जङ्घा त्वन्नाममन्त्रमनिशं मनुजस्मरन्ता सद्य स्वयं विगतबन्धभया भवन्ति. Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
Very nice. Excellent. Both of you
Great job.
Kavya have a very, very melodious voice. Good job. Okay. Anyone wants to recite 7 to 12?
Ashi Didi, we have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
For the 12-hour reciting session, can only people in this class do it, or can other people also do it?
After 12 anytime. Hello.
Yeah.
For the 12
I'm sorry.
hours of Bhaktamar chanting, can only kids in this class do it, or kids like any kids?
I think any kid, like, yeah. But people who have attended this class, so they would be more efficient in chanting, I guess.
Okay.
Anyone can chant.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Adish, you wanna go for 7 to 12? Please unmute yourself.
Okay, 7 to 12. त्वत्संस्तवेन भवसन्तति सन्निबद्धं पापं शनाशयमुपेति शरीरवादम् आक्रान्तलोकमलिनीलमशेषमाशु सूर्यांशुभिमिव शार्वयमन्धकारं वन्देति नाथ तव संस्तवनं मयेद मारव्यते तनुदिया तवा प्रभावात् चेतो हरिष्यति सतं नलिनीदलेषु मुक्ताफलादितिमुपैति ननूदबिन्दुम् आस्तां तवास्तव नमस्तसमस्तदोषं त्वत्सङ्कटापि जगतां दुरितानि हन्तीं दूरे सहस्रकिरणा कुरुते प्रभैव पद्माकरेषु जलजानि विकासवाञ्जीं नात्यद्भुतं भुवनभूषणभूतनाथ भूतेर्गुणैर्भुवि भवन्त्वविष्टुवन्तः तुल्या भवन्ति भवतो ननु तेन किं वा बुद्ध्याश्रितं य इहनात्मसमं करोति दृष्टाव भवन्ति मनिमेषविलोकनीयं नान्यततोषमुपयाति जनस्य चक्षु पित्वा पयशशिखरादुपति जलनिधेरसितुं च इच्छेत् येषान्तरागरुचिभिः परमामुदिस्त्वं निर्मापितास्ते भुवनैकलालामभूतं तावन्त एव खलु तेऽप्यवना पृथिव्यं यत्ते समानमपरं नैरूपमस्ति. Jai.
Excellent. Very good job. Thank you. Okay. So, you guys excited? Today is the last class. And we have already opened like all of our doors, all of the locks. And now we are just praying through the medium of 47 and 48 shloka. So we'll be praying our gratitude and like how grateful we are to Acharya Manatungaji as well as to Lord Adinath for releasing us. So same way, Acharya Manatungaji is paying his tribute to Lord Adinath that, oh God, thank you so much for bringing me out. And yeah, 47 and 48 shloka is all about like virtues, rosary of virtues. So we'll see how like that rosary is formed. Anvi, you have a question? Okay. Observation. Neelam.
Neelam ji, are you there? She's there. Video is on, but mic is not working. Okay. Sorry, Ashi, do you want to move on?
Sure. Shrey, do you want to share your observation? Yeah, you. There is one Shrey only. Shrey Mehta.
In this picture, I see that there's Acharya Mantumar writing the Bhaktamar Stotra, and then there's Adinath Bhagwan, and I see a person. He is praying to Lord Adinath Bhagwan, and the environment is like pretty. It has trees, and it has the whole sun, and probably means that the sun is actually Adinath Bhagwan, because in the picture of Adinath Bhagwan, you can see that a sun is behind him.
Correct. That's a very, very unique observation. Comparison of sun that you can see below is the same as the sun that you can see behind Lord Adinath. Very good job, Shrey. Let's see next. Riya and Sanjana, you want to share your observations?
You?
Riya and Sanjana.
I can see Lord Adinath Bhagwan on a lotus, and then I can see like someone sitting and like reading something, and then I can see like trees, and then I can see like a big sun.
Okay, so what is the significance of that sun?
So what is she said she doesn't know.
Okay, no problem. Let's see who else. Janaya.
Oh, there's more hands, please.
I was first time in the class, so I don't know anything.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Okay.
Welcome.
What about Rohan and Akshay?
Sure.
Rohan and Akshay?
Yes, so my observation is that there's this guy reading a note to Adinath Bhavan sitting on the lotus, and then there's two trees. The sun is under, and then there's Adinath Bhavan's humongous aura that's lighting the whole place, and then Acharya Manatungaji writing the Bhaktamar Stotra.
Very good, very good.
Very good.
Okay, we'll take one last.
Okay, let me see. Someone that hasn't gone. Okay. Dhwani Mehta? Dhwani Mehta? Okay, what about... Oh, there we go. Yes, would you mind sharing your observations? Dhwani Mehta? We cannot hear you. Okay.
You're muted. Unmute yourself, please. Okay, I think move on then.
Okay. What about Jinaya? Jinaya?
She's new to the class.
Okay.
So I think maybe one more, and then Neelam ji, you were going to go over the observation, or right, Ashi?
And we have pretty much covered what is there in the pictures. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we have covered it, so it would just be redundant.
Saina, want to say something?
My observations are that the Adinath Bhagwan, behind him there is sun, and the monk who's praying, the Adinath sun behind him is the same sun below, and the monk can't see, but the sun is basically Adinath Bhagwan giving him blessings because it's the same sun as his, and Manatangaji is writing the Bhaktamar.
Beautiful. Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody did very good observations. So, for the most part, yeah, everybody got the nutshell. I would just say that the sun is illuminating Lord Adinath, and the sadhak is just getting illuminated and getting free from all the 8 types of fears. But yeah, so overall, that is the picture.
Yeah. Moving on. So as you can see, like he is sitting in a state of like complete peace, and he's completely calm. So what is the reason behind that? We will learn in this shloka. So let's move on with the pronunciation. The first word is matta. We'll break this word in 2 parts. Matta, please pronounce with me. This would be the last time. After that, in the final ceremony, you have to pronounce it on your own. Matta, Dvipendra, 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 Matta, Dvipendra, Dvipendra means mad elephant. Matta, Dvipendra. Next word, Mriga, Mriga, Raja, Mriga, Raja, Mriga, Raja. So Mriga, Raja means king of all the deers, which is lion. Next, Davanal, Davanal, Davanal means forest fire. Davanal, Ahi, Ahi means snakes. When you join it together, it would be Davanalahi, Davanalahi. I repeat, Davanalahi. Mata, Dvipendra, Mrigaraja, Davanalahi. Second line, Sangrama. Sangrama means war. Sangrama, Varidhi, Varidhi, Varidhi means ocean or sea. Varidhi, Mahodar, Mahodar, Mahodar. Mahodar means that incurable disease like Jalodar or any kind of ascites. Mahodar. Next word, we'll break it again into 2 parts. Bandhan, Bandhan. Bandhan means bondage. Bandhan. Otham. So you have to put double pressure on T over here. TH. Otham. Otham. Bandhan. Otham. So when you will join it together, it would be Bandhanotham. Bandh, bandh, notham. So N you'll pronounce with the next word, notham. Bondage which has been developed. Bandh notham. Third line, tasyashu. Tasya, tasya. Again we'll break it. Tasya means yours. Tasya, tasya, ashu means soon, very soon. When you'll join these words, it would be tasyashu. 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 Next word, nasha. 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 Mupayati. 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 Nasha. Mupayati. Nasha. Mupayati. Means someone who will obtain health or destruction. Nasha mupayati. Bhayam. Bhayam. Bhayam derived from word bhay, which means fear. Bhayam. Bhayam. Vyeva. 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 Means due to fear. Next line. Yastavakam. So how we'll say it? Yasta plus avakam. Yasta plus avakam means he who. So when you'll join it together, it would be yastavakam. 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 Stavam. Stavam means stotra. Imam. Imam. Imam again means who. Stavam, imam. So when you'll join it, it would be stava mimam. The same trick with M. Stava mimam. Stava mimam. Stava mimam. Last word. Mati mana. Mati mana means intelligent. Mati mana. Adhite. Adhite. Adhite means someone who can read. Adhite. When you will join them together, it would be Matimana Dhite. Matimana Dhite. Matimana Dhite. I'll quickly go over the entire shloka one more time. Matta Dvipendra. Matta Dvipendra. Mrigaraja. Mrigaraja. Davanalahi. Davanalahi. Sangrama. Sangrama. Varidhi. Varidhi. Mahodar. Mahodar. Bandhanotham. Bandhanotham. Tasyashu. Tasyashu. Nash. Nash. Mupayati. Mupayati. Bhayam. Bhayam. Vyeva. Vyeva. Yastavakam. Last line. Yastavakam. Savamimam. 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 Matimana Dhite. Matimana Dhite. Let's try to recite it together. Please join your hands. Try reciting with me. Mata Dvipendra Mragiraj Davanelahi. संग्राम वारिधि महोदर बन्धनोत्थम् तस्याशुनाशिमुपयाति भयं भीव यस्तावकं स्वमिमं मतिमानधीते मतद्वीपेन्द्र मृगराज तवानलाहि संग्राम वारिधि महोदर बन्धनोत्थम् तस्याशुनाशिमुपयाति भयं भीव यस्तावकं स्वमिमं मतिमानधीते. One last time. मतद्वीपेन्द्र मृगराज तवानलाहि संग्राम वारिधि महोदर बन्धनोत्थम् तस्याशुनाशिमुपयाति भयं भीव यस्तावकं स्वमिमं मतिमानधीते. Is the pronunciation clear to everyone? Any doubts? Saina, you have a doubt?
Can you say the last line again?
Sure. Okay. So it's yastavakam stavamimam. Yeah, sorry. Yastavakam
Yastavakam
stavamimam
stavamimam
matimana
matimana
dhite.
dhite.
So yastavakam stavamimam matimana dhite. You want to try?
Yastavakam stavamimam matimanadhite.
Perfect. Very good. Good job. Okay. Anyone else has any doubt regarding shloka? Let me see. Anvi, you have a doubt? No, your hand is still raised. Okay, then okay, then Neelachri will say Riddhi and mantra. Neelamji.
Yes. So the 47 is for all types of fear.
Riddhi and mantra first.
Yeah. Oh, Riddhi and mantra. Okay.
Namo sarasa
Neelamji, are you there?
Oh, I was muted. Oh, okay. I was muted. I was saying it. I didn't know I was muted. Om Namo Ram Rim Rum Ra Ya Sha Shrim Rim Pat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Unmata Bhaya Haraya Namaha. Om Rim Arham Namo Savva Siddhayanam Vadamanam Jrom Jrom Namaha Swaha.
Thank you.
And the use for number 47 is the uses for number 47 is all types of fear. It helps you with there's many types of fear of death, fear of disease, fear of water, fear of heights. So all types of fear it helps you with. Fear of the mind, fear of spirituality, fear of life. So it helps you with all kinds of fear. Number 47.
Thank you. Let's see who wants to give a chance. Uh, Keval, do you want to recite 47 shloka?
What?
No? Okay. Kisha, you want to give a try?
Me?
Kisha.
Me?
Adish was asking. Adish.
Kisha, she's. Matadvipendra mragaraja davanalai sangrama varidi mahudhara bandhanotam tasya shunashamupayati bhayam vieva yastavakam stavamimam matimanadhite.
Beautiful. Very good, both of you. Thank you for staying in sync.
That's how this section starts.
Okay. Vihar, do you want to give a try for 47 shloka? Vihar Jain.
I can't see your screen.
Okay. Now, can you?
Oh yes, thank you. Okay, I'll give it a try. Matadvapetra mrigarajadvanalahi sangrama. What?
Davanilahi.
Davanalahi. Thank you. Sangrama varidhi maho dharabandha otham tasya shunashamupayati bhayam vieva yastavakam stavamimam matimandadite.
Very good, very good. It's just second line, it's bandhanotham.
Okay, bandhanotham.
Last, we'll take Pragna. Pragna, do you want to give a try? Okay, next time. Sorry?
I just know Aparna and Seet, so I've just come to see, children.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Auntie, so good to see you. I'm so glad you came to join to see all these kids.
Just wanted to see. They are doing so well. I'm so happy.
Auntie, you're up this late. It's 12:30. Yeah, and she's up just to attend kids session.
But it's very nice, Aparna. I'm really very happy to see all of them.
Thank you so much for coming, Auntie.
So you can
so
go ahead.
nice.
Yeah, all the best, children. Yeah, I'm just saying it. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So last we'll
So
take Havish.
Adish wanted to go. Yeah, Adish.
Okay, page number. Matadvipedramrikarajadavanalahi Sangramavadriti mahodara bandhotama tasya shunashamupayati. Sorry.
Bhayam.
Vayam vieva yastavakam stavamimam matimanadite.
Very good. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. So seems like you have got a good handle of 47 number shloka. So Acharya Manatungaji in this 47 shloka, as Neelam ji also mentioned, like the purpose is related with it helps to overcome all kinds of fear. So specifically, he has mentioned about 8 fears that we have already like covered in the previous shlokas, but individually. But what he has said is like by the chanting of this 47 shloka, so we would be able to cover our all those 8 types of fears, which include fear of elephant, fear of lion, fear of forest fire, fear of snake, fear of war, fear of ocean, fear of jalodar or any incurable disease, and last but not the least, fear of bondage. So what you saw in the picture, in the observation, that man was sitting like very calmly and peacefully, that was because he was able to overcome all kinds of his fears. So yeah, so this is like a multi-purpose shloka for all kinds of fears.
What was the sun there for?
I'm sorry?
What was the sun there for?
Oh, so sun, like we have compared in the previous shlokas, so we have compared Lord Adinath Bhagwan with sun, like he's illuminating and his light is like far more brighter than the sun. So that was like the context, to just to show comparison, that there is one sun which is Lord Adinath Bhagwan, and there is another sun which gives light to the entire world. And yeah, but that sun is like it fades away with the moonlight. But the sun that Lord Adi, which is like compared to Lord Adinath Bhagwan, so he's like forever. He's illuminating eternally. His light do not never gets fade away. So that was the context of the sun.
Yeah, so the self-illuminating, and then yeah, the sun that is enlightening us. Yeah, but the enlightened person has a self-illumination. So that's what that was.
Thank you.
Okay, observations for 48.
With that, we have covered 47 number shloka. Now we are moving to our last shloka, and very, very important shloka, 48 number shloka. So let's see what's happening here. Yeah, Neelamji, can go
Okay.
ahead.
Anyone want to? Well, let me see. Let me call on somebody who hasn't gone. Ariha? Ariha Javeri?
I see Lord Adinath Acharya Manatingaji writing Bhaktamar Sutra, and I think I see a Devi on a lotus, and I think there's something coming out of her hand. I think that's gold coins, maybe. And there's this person who's on a carpet and has something on its neck.
Can you identify Devi? Which you can see? What is she famous for or known for?
Yeah, and what is she sitting on?
I think she's.
Can I say I know the name of her?
Lakshmi.
Yeah, Lakshmi Devi.
Yes. Yes, Lakshmi, yes. Okay. Next person I will call on.
Good job, Arya.
Good job, Ariha. Abhishek and Sweta.
I also see someone. I see Goddess Lakshmi, and she's offering her blessings to the person sitting on the mat, and he's wearing a garland, and I think there's some sort of ceremony being performed. Yeah, I can also see some water that's falling on him. So he has this huge garland around him, and then we have Lord Adinath sitting on the lotus at the top, and then Acharya Manping on the right, and there's no more chains or any types of shackles on him anymore.
Abhishek, I just have one question.
Yeah.
Can you brief a little bit more about the garland? Can you see something else in there?
Yeah, I think there's some like letters or something inside there, like Hindi letters.
Do you know what are they for?
I'm not sure. I can read some of them, but I'm not sure what they symbolize.
Okay, no problem. Okay, good try otherwise. Yeah, very good, very good.
We will have one more. Okay, let me see.
Can I say?
Havish?
Can I say?
Let's just Krita, let's give a chance to somebody who hasn't gone, please. Havish?
I see this guy who's sitting on a carpet, and he's like praying. I think he's praying to Lakshmi because, or actually, because Lakshmi's giving Lakshmi she's giving him like blessings. So then, and then Montung on the side is writing the Bhaktamar, and then yeah.
Also, this is Abhishek again. I was just reading some of the letters on there, from the Bible, and I look from the Shlokas of the Bhaktamar, each letter on the garland.
Sorry, Akshay, but you were not clearly audible.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I was just saying, when I was reading some of the letters in the garland, they were going, like they were all like starting at the starting ones of the Bhaktamar, the letters.
Very good. Excellent observation. And yeah, the secret of these letters, I'll reveal it meaning. But yeah, very, very good. Like, I'm glad you mentioned that these are the startings of all the shlokas in the Bhaktamar Stotra, like starting letter of all the shlokas, 48 shlokas in this entire garland. So what is the reason behind it? We learn it in the meaning. Observations were very good. Moving on to the pronunciation. First word, Stotra. Stotra. You all know what's the meaning of Stotra. It's hymn that we have been talking about from past 47 classes. Stotra.
Ma'am?
Yes, Kriti?
Ma'am, we forgot the story for the 27.
Okay, so like there is no like specific story for 47 shlokas because those all like, you know, it's about fear. So we have covered like stories for different individually for all kinds of fear. So it's a sum together of all the fears that we have that you can overcome through the chanting of this 47 shloka.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to that. Second word, strajam. Strajam means garland. Stotra, strajam. Stotra, strajam means garland of him. Tava, tava, tava means yours. Jinendra, Jinendra means O Lord. Tava, Jinendra. Gunair, Gunair. Gunair means qualities, virtues. Nibaddham, Nibaddham. Nibaddham means composed. Nibaddham. So when you join this word, these two words together, it would be Gunair Nibaddham. Stotra Strajam Tava Jinendra Gunair Nibaddham. Second line, Bhaktya, Bhaktya, Bhaktya means devotee. Bhaktya, Maya Maya means through me. Bhaktya Maya. Vividha. So we'll break this word into 4 parts. Vividha. Vividha means different. Vividha. Varna. Varna means different colors and letters. So Varna, they were letters that you saw on the garden. Vividh, Varna, Vichitra. Vichitra again means different, unique. Vichitra, Pushpam. Pushpam means flowers, unique flowers. So it's Vividha, Varna, Vichitra, Pushpam. Vividha, Varna, Vichitra, Pushpam. Third line. Dhatte, Dhatte. Dhatte means remember or recall. Dhatte, Jano. Jano means Jana, humans, man. Jano, Dhatte, Jano, Ya, Iha. Ya, Iha means one who decides or remember. Ya, Iha. Kantha Gatama. So Kantha Gatama. Kantha Gatama. Kantha Gatama means thoroughly by heart. Kantha Gatama. Ajasram. Ajasram means forever or always. So when you join these words, it would be Kantha Gatama Jasram. Kantha Gatama Jasram. Last line. Tam. Tam. Tam means he. Manatungam. Manatungam. That's the name of the poet who has composed this. Acharya Manatungaji. Manatungam. Avasha. Avasha. Avasha means similar. So when you'll join the Buddha words, so it would be the Manatunga Mavasha. Manatunga Mavasha. So Manatunga here means like the one who has gained enough respect and the one who is very, very knowledgeable or very intelligent. Manatunga Mavasha. Samupaiti. Samupaiti means attain, obtain. Samupaiti. Samupaiti. Lakshmi. Lakshmi. Lakshmi means wealth. Let's revise the entire shloka one last time. Stotra strajam. Stotra strajam. Please pronounce with me. I can see who is pronouncing and who is not. Stotra strajam. Tava tava jinendra jinendra gunaini baddham. Gunaini baddham. Bhaktya Bhaktya. Very good, Athar. Maya. Maya. Vividha. Vividha. Vichit. Varna. Varna. Vichitra Pushpam. Vichitra Pushpam. Third line. Dhatte. Dhatte. Jano. Dhatte. Jano. Ya. Iha. Kantha Gatama. Kantha Gatama. Jasram. Jasram. Last line. Tam, tam, Manatunga, Manatunga, Mavasha, Mavasha, Samupaiti, Samupaiti, Lakshmi, Lakshmi. I hope each word is clear. So let's recite it together. Last shloka of entire Bhaktamar Stotra. Stotrastrajam tav jinendra guneni paddham Bhaktya maya vividh varna vichitra pushpam Dhate jano yaiha kantha katam jastram Tamman tungamabhisha samupaiti Lakshmi Stotrastrajam tav jinendra guneni paddham Bhaktya maya ruchir vividh varna vichitra pushpam Dhate jano yaiha kantha katam jastram Tamman tungamabhisha samupaiti Lakshmi Stotrastrajam tav jinendra guneni paddham Bhaktya maya vividh varna vichitra pushpam Dhate jano yaiha kantha katam jastram Tamman tungamabhisham samupaiti Lakshmi Tamman tungamabhisham samupaiti Lakshmi Tamman tungamabhisham samupaiti Lakshmi.
Can you say the shlok one more time?
Sure. Stotrastrajam tav jinendra guneni paddham Bhaktya maya ruchi vividh varna vichitra pushpam Dhate jano ya iha kantha katam jastram Tamman tungamabhisham samupaiti Lakshmi. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
I have a question.
Before that, one thing I want to mention. So second line, you'll see vivid. So some people, they use ruchir as well. So it's just like the difference that in Shwetambar text, we have this as vivid.
Can I sing it? And for the another word you told, some people tell another word. So can you sing it with that word?
I said that also in between, like Bhaktya maya ruchir varna vichitra pushpa. So ruchir also means different and vivid also means different.
Ruchira varna vichitra pushpa.
Correct. Yeah. So both the words means the same. It's just like Digambars, they use ruchir, and Shwetambars, they use vivid. Just the word difference. Otherwise, meaning is
But
same.
still, we can tell any word if you want.
I'm sorry.
Still, can we tell any word if we want?
Yeah, you can use any word.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like when we Shwetambar supposed to use Vivida Varna and the Hamburg only use Ruchira?
Yeah, it's just like the difference in the text. So if you will pick up like any Shwetambar text, so they would have vivid written over there. It's just like the choice of words that they have used. But you can use any. Okay. So any other doubts in the pronunciation before we move on to Riddhi and Mantra?
I have a question.
Yes, Misha?
Yes.
So I
thought that Lakshmi Devi was a goddess for wealth, and Saraswati Devi was for knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
So why is that like that?
So why is like Lakshmi Devi is for wealth and Saraswati Devi is for
So
knowledge?
is Lakshmi Devi goddess for the Shlokas? Ask her.
It
No,
is.
you ask her.
Is Lakshmi Devi the goddess of the shloka?
No.
Yes, for this shloka.
Like, okay, for this shloka you're talking about specifically?
Yes.
Okay, so in this context, like Lakshmi, okay, so Lakshmi is not just like referred to the wealth, but it is like the one who has knowledge of all these shlokas and who has like who has recited or like thoroughly learned all these shlokas. So he's a wealthy person, not in terms of wealth, but in terms of knowledge as well as wealth. Like he'll receive the wealth, but along with that, he'll receive knowledge also. Like he'll become a learned man, just like Maya Dungaji. So that's the reference. So in this shloka, like with Lakshmi Devi, like with the goddess Lakshmi, it does not mean that Lakshmi only belongs to the goddess of wealth. It belongs to both goddess of wealth as well as knowledge. Did I answer your question? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll explain that in the bhava also, the purpose and bhava.
Okay. Let's move on to meaning Riddhi and mantra.
Okay. Okay. I'm unmuted. Okay. Om Ram Reem Room Ram Ra Asya Usa Jram Jram Swaha. Om Namo Bambacharini Mashta Dasha Sahastra Silangaratha Dharinam Namaha Swaha. Om Reem Arham Namo Savasahunam. Om Namo Bhayavanam Mahai Mavira Vadamanam Buddhirasinam Jram Jram Namaha Swaha.
Neelam ji, can you sing it? You sing it so well. This shlok, this Riddhi Jap and Mantra Jap.
Okay, yeah. Stotra srajam tava jinendra gune nirbhatam bhaktya maya ruchirvan vichitra pushpam tate jano ya iha kanthagatam majasram tamana tungamavasha Samupati Lakshmi. Om Tamana Tungamavasha Samupati Lakshmi. Tamana Tungamavasha Samupati Lakshmi. Om Ram Rim Rum Ram Ra Asya Usa Jram Jram Swaha. Om Namo Bambacharini Mashta Dasha Sahasram Silangaratha Dharinam Namaha Swaha. Om Rim Arham Namo Savasahunam. Om Namo Bhayamanam Mahai Mavira Vadamanam Buddhirasinam Jram Jram Namaha Swaha.
Thank you.
Very good.
Arnav and Agame, do you want to give a try to recite 48 shloka?
Can I sing?
Sure. Can I go? Can I go? Can I say it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please.
Sutrastajam tava jinendra guneri madham bhaktya maya ruchirvarna vichitra pushpam date janoya iha kanthagata majasram taman tungamavasham samupeti lakshmi.
Beautiful. Very good. Tina,
Can I sing?
let's give everyone a chance. Tina?
Can I please recite?
Oh, who is that?
So, Vidhi?
Viha Jain.
Viha, you said?
Yeah, my name is Viha Jain.
Okay, go ahead.
स्तोत्रस्रजं तव जिनेन्द्रगुणैर्निबद्धं भक्त्या मया रुचिरवर्णविचित्रपुष्पां दत्ते जनो य इह कण्ठगतामजस्रं तं मानतुङ्गमवशं समुपैति लक्ष्मी.
Beautiful.
Very
Very
good,
nice.
Viha. So this is the Vasant Tilka, the rag that she's singing in. That is the best chant method to sing in, the rhythm. Vasant Tilka.
No, this is not the rag.
It's
This is the rag that Arohya Ragaditi.
Yeah, that is, yeah, it is that rag. Vasantilka is a little bit different from this. But yeah, we are very good, very melodious.
Can I please sing?
Who's that? Pragya?
Kriti.
Kriti. Okay, go ahead. That would be the last. And then we'll move on.
स्तोत्रसृजं तव जिनेन्द्रगुणे निबद्धाः भक्त्या नयं रुचित्रवर्णपुष्पा तते जनो यहि कण्ठमजस्
Katam.
मजस्रां तम्मानतुङ्गमम शासमुपैति लक्ष्मी तम्मानतुङ्गमम शासमुपैति लक्ष्मी.
Yeah, very good, Kriti. Just one thing. In third line, it's Gatamajastram. Try pronouncing.
Gatamajastram.
Gatamajastram. Yeah, okay. So moving on to the meaning. So Acharya Mayathan.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, Soham. Yeah, Soham wants to go.
Soham said it himself. He wants to chant, which is very rare.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let him chant one time.
Sure.
So,
Perfect. You have learned it thoroughly by heart. Very good.
Thank you.
What I meant to say about the Vasant Tilka was that is the best rag to sing it in. I was not saying that what she was singing was Vasant Tilka. I was just saying in general, Vasant Tilka is the most beneficial rag to sing it in.
Correct.
That's what I wanted to correct him before I got cut off. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay. So moving on to the meaning. So Acharya Manatunga, as we have like already discussed, that he broke like all his locks were broken and he's now free out of the jail. So now what he's doing is concluding the entire Bhaktamar Stotra by using his own name. As you can see, like in the last line, he has used Manatunga. So Manatunga is like, it is used in the different context over here. Here Manatunga actually means like one who has gained respect. So in the starting shlokas, if you notice, so he called himself that he's a man who has no wisdom, and people will make fun of him. He'll be a part of mockery in the entire court, and he's not respected anywhere. So by the end of the shloka, he has called himself like a man who has gained respect through composing this shloka. And also last word, Lakshmi. So Lakshmi is like Lakshmi is used in the context that not only the materialistic or the physical Lakshmi. Yeah, that means money, but that is like the physical money, the materialistic money that people want Lakshmi.
Yeah.
But here this Lakshmi means the spiritual prosperity that one has gained, like through the chanting of the shloka. So you will get like spiritual upgradation and spiritual enhancement also. So you'll get more connected to the God. So overall purpose is like he's trying to say that one who wears a rosary, and rosary of what? Like rosary of this entire shloka, like this entire stotra. And as I guess Abhishek or someone mentioned that those in the garlands, they were like the letters were the starting of every shloka. So which means like that rosary, so each bead is made of like one shloka. So altogether it's a rosary of how many beads? 48. It's a garland of 48 beads. So you are one who wears that rosary of the entire shloka, entire stotra in their neck. So that means like one who memorize it thoroughly by heart. So he will attain moksha Lakshmi. So moksha Lakshmi, it's considered as the greatest Lakshmi out of all types of Lakshmis. So the one that person will attain liberation. That's what like he's meant to say over in this shloka number 48. So one who will chant the shloka by full faith, devotion, and by heart, he will have chances to attain Lakshmi of what? Liberation. He will be liberated from the world. Next is purpose of the shloka.
Okay, so I guess she touched upon mostly everything and the meaning, but it's all types of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is not just in the world, worldly Lakshmi. It is like superficial money and that kind of stuff, but it also includes a moksha Lakshmi, which is like liberation, salvation, moksha, nirvana, alignment, being, awakened. So that's two types of Lakshmi. Dhan, which is money Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, and Moksha Lakshmi. So yeah, prosperity, and it also gives you abundance of all sorts of, any type of sorts of abundance of prosperity, relationships, everything. So
Thank you. Now Chahat will narrate the story for 48 number shloka.
Okay. Jai Janendra, everyone. My name is Chahat, and here's the story for the 48th shloka. If we turn the pages of the medieval history, we see the glorious sun of our civilization and religion going down. But at the same time, there were some golden chapters radiant with sun rays of Bhaktikal, surprising both the king and the subjects. The history of Rajputana's valor is world famous. Jain hero from Rajputana, Prince Ranpal, was a beautiful, healthy, virtuous, adventurous, and learned man. His father Urpal, king of Ajmer, was seated upon his throne in the palace court. He was visited by a messenger from neighborhood, king of Vaspur, who was their friend. The messenger brought a secret letter. The letter said, "Majestic king, may you both live long. Joginpur Nawab Shah Sultan is planning to make an attack on your kingdom. I am your friend, hence it's my duty to inform you and warn you in advance. Rest is fine, awaiting your command, yours, King of Vaspur." When Urpal, the king of Ajmer, read the letter at first, he became serious. But after some time, he declared with great courage and boldness, "Is there anyone in this court so brave who can fight Shah Sultan and bring him alive to me?" "I can bring him, O king." Prince Ranpal accepted the challenge with boldness, and he went on war with his soldiers. The medieval history of India is a witness to the truth that the brave sons of this nation displayed courage and chivalry. They shed their blood for their motherland. The Rajputs and Hindus were not victorious, but the victory went to the Muslims and the foreigners. The same was the result of the battle between Ranpal and Shah Sultan. Prince Ranpal was taken captive and was treated like an ordinary prisoner. Rajkumar Ranpal lay in jail without food for 2 days. He began to think about his works. The truth is that in time of trouble, the only job that remains to be done in the solitude of the prison is that one can relate to Paramatma, the Paramatma being like the supreme being and God. The values acquired during one's childhood guide the person. Ranpal began to recite the Mahaprabhavi Bhaktamar Stotra, which he had learned during his student life. By the time he started repeating the 46th verse, the iron chains broke and he was free. He went to the prince Shah Sultan's palace. The Sultan and all the courtiers were amazed to see him there. The Kotwals, Darogas, and the guards were thoroughly questioned, but everyone was surprised and kept quiet. Finally, Shah Sultan personally bound Prince Ranpal with iron chains and sent him to jail. He set guards to watch over him. He also personally kept a watch on him from his window. Sultan saw with his own eyes that Ranpal, due to his Bhaktamar devotion, was freed from the chain as was moving towards the palace. Shah was amazed, and he immediately went to the palace court and received Prince Ranpal and said, Yuvraj, today I have come to know that your meditation has so much power. You are a good and truthful person. One should befriend you rather than have enmity. Saying this, Shah Sultan hugged Prince Ranpal and with great honor, rejoicing in the city of Ajmer. Prince Ranpal said to the full court that he had not captured Sultan physically, but he himself was bound with the thread of friendship. King Urpal's joy knew no bounds. The whole Ajmer was filled with shout and triumph of the Jain religion. Today, non-violence has transformed the violent into non-violent. In this way, enmity was transformed into friendship. So, moral of the story is that basically, when Prince Ranpal was captured, his only thoughts were to recite the Bhaktamar Stotra. So he was so devoted to the Bhaktamar Stotra that he ignored everything else. And because of his faith and devotion, he was able to be free from the chains and from the jail. And then when Shah Sultan heard Prince Ranpal and he saw his devotion, he also was transformed into a nicer person because he realized that Ranpal didn't do anything bad. And they started off as enemies, but then they ended up being friends.
Very nice, Chahat. Very good moral of the story and everything. Very nicely narrated.
Thank you, Chahat.
Thank you, Chahat.
Misha and Amang, you have a question?
Thank you.
Okay. With that, anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, any feedback? So we have covered all 48 shlokas today. First of all, a very big round of applause for everyone, like whosoever attended how many classes. It's a very, very big achievement, which you're going to cherish forever.
Achievement.
Ashiji and Neelam ji, Sid, Aparna, you guys did a wonderful job, especially Ashi and Neelam ji. बच्चों को पढ़ाना कोई is not easy, पर लेकिन you guys, my God, I cannot believe every single day I watch you guys. So kids, you guys also did a good job. Just keep praying every single day.
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Thank you, Auntie.
Keep chanting. Yes.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Neelam Auntie.
Yeah, it was so nice.
I have a question.
Yes?
I have a question. So, when Acharya Mantunga became before he became a sadhu, what was he like? Was he like a king or a regular person?
That's a very good question. Okay, so he was definitely not a king, but yeah, he was like a very learned man before that also. So after that, like he left his home and he had like some relations. Like in the text, only relation with his sister and his brother-in-law has been discussed. So that's what like we know about him. But about his father and mother, so there is like we do not have like anything in the text as of now. So yeah, he was a very learned scholar before he became a sadhu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did Manatunga Acharya get moksha or Keval Gyan?
Not Okay, yeah. So one way, like he composed this stotra, and like as you yourself like learned in the last shloka. So yeah, he composed it and he learned it all by his heart. So yes, he attained a liberation, but not of the way that he became a Tirthankar or a Jina. So he was a pure soul who attained liberation, but not into the Jina part. Yeah.
I have a question too.
Yes, Ananya.
So, like, how did you find out the purpose of all of the shlokas?
Okay, so purposes like they were later on added by our Bhattaraks and Acharya ji. Like Manatunga ji just wrote the shloka as we have discussed also. So Riddhi, mantra, and the purpose they were added on later by the learned like Bhattarak ji and monks, different monks. Looking over the translation and like what the in-depth meaning of the stotra of the shloka, so the purposes were decided accordingly. And also like there were many researchers also conducted to establish that okay, this is like the right purpose of that could be associated with the shloka number so and so.
Ashima,
I
I
think
have a
Swasti Jain
question.
is saying. Oh,
Ashima, I have a
go
question.
ahead, Kriti.
Ma'am, that why does 27 doesn't have a like story on it, but 28 does have a story on it?
Okay, so there are like some shlokas that do not have a story because it's like you'll find the story also, but not like a relevant one. So story is attached with each and every shloka, but it's just like the relevant story is not attached with 27. So that's why we did not discuss with it. And but yeah, there is story with each and every shloka. So whatever the story like suits with the like matches with that particular shloka, so we discussed that. Otherwise like different writers have linked different stories. Stories were like the very last thing that people added. Initially was shloka, then mantras and riddhi were added, and then purpose was added, and then stories were like very
Last.
changed over time.
Maya Doshi, you have a question?
Actually, this is Siddharth here. To add to Ashiji's point, if I can add to Ashiji's point, the two things you guys have to remember, guys. Stories are a matter of fact statements based on interpretation. Okay? Everybody interprets things differently over the years. You have to imagine these were written in the 7th century or the 11th century. What was relevant then versus today will be different. Just keep that in perspective, okay, guys?
Right.
Aya, good to hear your voice. We are missing your energy here in the session.
We had a power issue here. We lost power for some reason. We lost all internet connectivity here. That's why I'm dialing in.
Okay. You guys are
Shall we
safe, all
do-
good? Okay, Maya Doshi, you have a question?
I don't have a question.
Oh, your hand was raised. Vidhi, you have a question?
Okay,
Vidhi
guys.
Jain?
And Khush
What
and
are
Ka-
we
So guys,
going to
if
do
there are
in
no
tomorrow's
questions,
class?
yeah, so if there's no questions, let me remind everyone what is scheduled for tomorrow. So tomorrow also 1 to 4, which is 3 hours, we're going to do practice. I just need to know by voice or by show of hands, how many kids are going to show up tomorrow for practice and on Monday? Because we are putting these calendar for you guys. If you're not going to come, you're not going to have it. Today, by my count, between 1 and 2, 8 different kids practiced, all different stotras. So if you guys take the initiative, we will be here.
Yeah.
What is the time in India?
10:30 p.m. your time.
I can join on Monday, not like on Sunday.
Okay, just let us know which day. If everybody is coming tomorrow, some is coming Monday, I have no problem. I just need to know somebody will be here. Okay? When I signed up at 1 o'clock, they were that's yes.
Sidbhai, when is on Monday? What's the time?
Same time, 10:30 p.m. India, 10 a.m. Pacific, which is
10:30.
California. 10:30 p.m. India, 10 a.m. San Francisco, California time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and 12 noon Chicago time.
What is the time for UK?
UK will be, if you're in UK, it will be 6 p.m. UK time.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. We cater to all time zones. The time remains the same. It's just you have to calculate differential.
What's the time for US? 1 o'clock, right?
1 o'clock Eastern. We have 1 o'clock Eastern.
Okay, got it.
And if anybody is not signed up, this is your absolute last chance. I will close the sign up tonight because we have to put schedule for all of you guys. So absolute last chance. Anybody who's in this room not signed up to chant next Saturday, this is your absolute last chance. Tomorrow
if I want to chant, so what? Where I'm going to sign up?
You're going to sign up in the form that is in Bhaktamar North America group and by email. I rarely doubt anybody has not seen either of them. Aparna Didi has put 2 messages. I have put 3 messages in the since Monday of last week. So honestly, if you've not seen it, send me or Aparna Didi in Bhaktamar North America a message and we will send you the link. By show of hands, anybody right now in the room has not signed up, please keep your video on and raise your hand so we can identify you.
This our graduation ceremony is next week. This one.
That is next Saturday, yes. That's what we're calling it, a graduation ceremony, because one thing you guys have to all pat yourselves back on, that you guys have stuck with us since May 16th. That's an achievement on its own.
I have a question. Are you talking about the 12th September?
I am talking about graduation on 12th of September. Who has not signed up? Today is the last day to sign up for that. Not for the practice sessions.
Today is the last day, he says.
For what?
Today is the last day to sign up for graduation ceremony on September 12th, which is a Saturday, exactly 1 week from today.
Can I sign up now, because I don't know.
What is your name? I cannot see you. So can you tell me your name?
Kriti.
Which one?
Kriti.
Kriti, you signed up, right? You've already signed up. Your parents have signed you up.
Okay.
Anybody else?
It is asking, the form is asking to select the Stotras from 1 to 48. So like I am doing for 1 to 20. So I'll know between 40, 48. So are they going to count? Or we have to another option for that?
Everybody will chant as much as they want to chant. And the next person will start again from 1. This is not a continuation. This is not a Khand Jap. This is a graduation ceremony. So everybody will get a chance to chant from 1 to whatever they can.
No, like in between. The sutras from
in between meaning what to what?
Like 20, 40, 45, like that.
Okay, so you have to tell us in what you want to chant by text message, so we can slot you for how many stotras you want to chant. But you have to tell us how many you will chant. If, for example, you can say I want to chant 1 to 20, then 26, then 45, then 48. That's fine. You have to tell us that.
I fill the form for 1 to 20, and I also know some like 35, 45 more.
Okay.
So
Vidhi,
yeah.
All we need to know is the total number of shlokas that you're going to chant. Just total number, whether 1 to 10, then 25, then 30, then 45, 48. All we need to know is, okay, Vidhi is going to chant 14 shlokas. You know,
Her question is that I know only till 20, but I don't know some of the slokas between it. But after that, I know. So like that's what her question is. Is it fine if
That's
I
what
tell
Aparna Didi said.
Miss some?
Just listen to us, please. Listen to us, please. We are asking. Just listen to us, please. Just tell us total number of stotras you will chant.
Okay.
That's all we are asking. We don't care what order you are chanting them in.
Okay.
So that way we
all
can
asking is total number of stotras.
Sorry, Bhaiya. Go ahead.
नहीं दीदी बोलिए आप.
Okay, so that we can allot, we can, determine how much time you guys need to chant, because it's going to be a khand, one after another student. So we need to know how many total you are going to chant, and we'll allot you that much time. Okay. Anybody has any other question?
Yes. I have a question. Do you know any Bhaktamar Stotra for allergies? Food allergies?
Yeah, you could just do 45
All right.
for anything related to the
I
body.
have thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And if it's a
It looks
skin,
like
31 number.
Yeah, 31 for skin. It looks like the meditation I planned is like it's gone now. No one wants to do it.
No, we'll end the session with the meditation. We are just answering all the questions. If
But
anybody,
but these questions we could have. I mean, it's too late now. With the questions, we could have left at the end. But we could have finished the class first.
Excuse me. For practice, are we what time is it going to start?
Yeah, Keval, it's 10 a.m. Pacific time and 10:30 p.m. India time.
Sorry, again.
10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 10:30 p.m. India Standard Time.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. So if you put I put me and my brother put 20 in the email for the graduation ceremony, but can we change our number of shlokas we want to chant? Like if we said 20, can we change it to 48 now? Because
yes, you can do it by tonight. Tonight, Bhaiya is gonna do the final count.
Thank you.
And you guys can
If everybody today.
So we just fill the form again.
Bhaiya, go ahead.
Can you please repeat your question?
Kids, please mute yourself. Let Sid Bhaiya speak because already there's a network issue. Sid Bhaiya, go ahead.
I was just saying, what was the question? Because anybody who wants to sign up again or change their spot, just fill a new form. That's all we need.
Okay, and Bhaiya, do we want to know right now if they want to chant together, then they just fill one form, right?
Exactly.
Misha and Umang, if you both are chanting together, then just fill one form.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Didi, I don't know if everybody wished.
Sorry, Bhaiya, I didn't quite hear. Say that again, please.
I was not sure. Everybody wished Ashiji and Neelamji Happy Teachers Day. Because of my starting bad connection, I'm not sure everybody wished them.
Yes, we all wish
not
them
full
Happy Teachers Day.
So good.
Yes.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
I wish Ashiji and Neelamji a very happy Teachers Day. Thank you for being an
Thank you, Sid Bhaiya.
Shahat, what do you want to say? Sign up.
Hey, happy day.
Thank you, Risha and Myra.
Thank you, Risha and Myra.
Happy Teachers Day.
Happy Teachers Day.
Thank you, Saina.
Happy Teachers
Can
Day.
I say something?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
My dadu is sick, so can everyone pray for him?
Yes, we'll end with Neelamji's meditation. And Neelamji, can you please chant 45th shloka for my papa?
Yeah. I also wanted to chant 47, just to get rid of the fear of any sort of illness and everything. Okay.
Happy Teachers Day.
Just thank you so much. Okay.
And
so everyone close their eyes.
Before, yes. Okay.
You know, we don't,
Happy Teachers
we
Day.
don't see the relationship. Thank you. we don't see the relationship with meditation and chanting, but there is a big correlation. And the meditation helps you with many aspects, even as young kids. It'll help you in your focus. It'll help you with your studies, your learning. It'll help you get better along with your friends and your family, your siblings. It will calm down your energy. It will ground you. It'll help with the stress from school. It will help you go to sleep better. And so many, so there's this lady, she created a meditation for kids book, and it's an amazing book. And she, on the front, she put her child on there, like a maybe 4 or 5-year-old boy. And she does a very nice meditations in that book. Her name is Tejal, and I follow her on Instagram. But I'm gonna sing the 47 sloka. So don't underestimate the value of meditation, is what I'm saying. Every single day, in the morning and in the middle of the day and evening, even if you do that forgiveness one I taught you, or the flame, if you have any bad feelings and you put the flame in the middle of your eyebrow and you put it in the midbrain, that will really bring calm to you. Or if you just focus on the breath by your nostrils, in and out of breath, just the simplicity of doing that. Because the ally of anger, the enemy of anger is breath. So when you start breathing, you will start calming down and you will start getting into perspective of things and walk away from. Yes?
Ma'am, can you even put the song which you put, I Am a Light?
Yes, actually we will do that song today again. Okay, we're gonna do dynamics. So I'm gonna have you guys dance, because I don't see the point of just sitting and meditating. You have to get ready for the meditation. Your mind has to move first, get a little tired. You have to breathe, and then you have to sit down and really get into the meditation. So I'll put that link, yeah. Okay, so let me sing.
I request everyone to please keep yourself muted. Neelamji, go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you, Kriti. I will post that again. Last time Preksha had posted, but I'll post it again. Okay. Matattvipedra mrigaraj davanalahi sangramavardi mahodar bandhanotham tasyashunashamupayati bayambiyeva yastavakam stavamimam matmanadite. Om Namo Ram Rim Rum Ra Yasha Shrim Rim Fat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavati Unmate Bhayaharaya Namaha. Om Rim Harham Namo Savasiddhayanam Vardamanam Jram Jram Namaha Swaha. Okay. So I allow everyone to continue keeping your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed as we get into focusing on the middle of your eyebrows. Focus in between your eyebrows, your Agna chakra, your third eye, your wisdom, your intuition. And you can tap on it to activate it a little bit. And we are going to chant. We're going to put our hands and index finger touching the thumb in the Ganana Mudra. And we are going to chant Om Auma. Okay? And now I'm just going to put 25% emphasis on and 75% emphasis on Ma. Om. Now imagine you are letting go, and you are letting go of every thought, every feeling as you are walking down this staircase. This staircase, as I count to 10, you will get deeper into trance. I'm gonna start the counting now, and you just follow your breath in and out. Focus on the nostrils where the breath goes in and out. And now we are gonna go down the staircase, the spiral staircase, letting go, letting go. 10, deeper and deeper. 9, deeper and deeper. 8, deeper. 7, deeper. 6, deeper. 5, deeper. 4, deeper and deeper. 3, deeper. 2, deeper and deeper. 1, now you find yourself walking on the beach with sand underneath your feet, the warm sand as you are walking on the beach, and you're dipping yourself in this warm ocean of water. And the water is washing over you. It is cleaning your aura, all of your outer body, your causal body, your supercausal body, your etheric body, your aura. It is giving you the aura of Lord Adinath Bhagwan, the very illuminating, very magnifying aura that takes everyone in and that is all-knowing, that is omnipresent, that is omniscient. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. As you are in this water and everything is washing over you, allow yourself to focus on top of your head. On top of your head, there is sunlight. This sunlight is illuminating your brain, your left and right brain, the 1,000-petal lotus, your Sahasrara chakra. Your Sahasrara chakra is getting illuminated, and it is decalcifying your pineal gland, your Hiranyagarbha, the cosmos where it all began, your pituitary gland, your third eye. Everything is getting washed and cleansed. And we are saying the mantra and seeing the color violet, violet color. We are smelling incense, incense smell. And we are singing Soham, Soham, Soham. Your back, which is where the Kundalini rises from the bottom of the chakra to the top of your head. When that rises and aligns and all of your chakras are opening and vibrating, that is called Kundalini awakening. So as I go down the chakras, I will sing Kundalini Arohanam, Kundalini Arohanam. This is what Lord Adinath is. Lord Adinath is awakened. He has his Kundalini arisen and it is open and he is all-knowing. As we are going down now, we are going to the Agna chakra, the 2-petal Agna chakra, the left and the right petals. And we are decalcifying, we are cleaning out, and we are seeing the color indigo. Indigo, and we are singing the mantra, Om. We are putting a tiny flame in the middle of our eyebrow. Whatever feeling you are having right now, take that feeling, whether it's happiness, whether it's sadness. Take that feeling from the present, the past, or the future, anxiety, whatever it may be. Think of that thought. Put the flame in the middle of your eyebrows. Keep it there. And now move it to the middle of your brain, the midbrain, the Hiranyagarbha, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland. and keep the flame there. And just focus for a little bit. This is called serene mind. You can do this throughout your day, while you're walking, while you're sitting, while you're eating. Whenever you have an anger towards your sibling, towards a classmate, your teacher, whatever it may be, do this and it will be a game changer. Now let us move down to your throat chakra. Your throat chakra, which is a light blue color, it is creative, it is expressing. You are singing and talking your truth and with full joy. You are raw, you are in your element, you are transparent. And you are what is. And there is no beating around the bush. You are very direct and to the point. And you're in your creativity. As we move down this chakra, we are going down the Anahat chakra. The Anahat chakra, which is letting go of all past conditionings. You cannot do this. You have to stop this. Stop talking this way. Stop doing that. Stop doing this. Everything you are doing is perfect. You are perfect. You are unconditionally loved. Just how God loves us, we are loved. And we're all accepting of each other. We see the divinity in one another. God is within us, and within us, we see God through others, for others, and through our eyes, we see the divinity. And it is a green color. It is resonating with Mercury. It is resonating with the Buddh, and it is an emerald stone. If you wear jewelry, it is a good emerald stone. It activates your green chakra, your heart chakra, and green vegetables also activated. A lot of green veggies. Now, as we are expressing and we are vibrating and we are in love and we are in this highest vibration that we can be in, we are moving down to the Manipur chakra. It is 3 fingers above your belly button. The belly button that we were attached to at the umbilical cord with our mother, and we were getting fed from our stomach. That is the source of our nutrition. And the Manipur chakra gives us confidence, and it gives us a self-worth and an all-knowing. It is a yellow color. It nurtures our spleen. It nurtures our pancreas. It nurtures the liver. And as we are moving down now, and the mantra for that is Ram, 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 Kundalini Arohanam, Kundalini Arohanam. Going back to the heart chakra, the mantra for that is Yam, Yang, Yang. That is the Bij mantra. Bij is the seed, the most powerful of the mantras. That is what the Riddhi, when we say the Riddhi and the mantra, that is all based on Bij mantra. So now we are moving down 3 fingers below the belly button, and we are in the Swadhisthana chakra. The Swadhisthana chakra, the seed of our karma, everything else. And it is a color orange color. And we say the mantra, Vam, 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 Kundalini Arohanam. If I can quickly explain the Kundalini, it's going down the spine, and it has the Ida, Pingala, and the Sushumna. The Sushumna Nadi is like both your nostrils are working. Your Ida and Pingala is, one is the Chandra, which is the moon, the left side of your nostril. It's a cooling side if you're going to have an argument or something before a court case, anything like that. Before sleeping, you should activate the Chandra Nadi. And if you need to focus before studying, this is a very good thing, or before chanting the shlokas, learning the shlokas, closing your right nostril and breathing through the left. That will have a very cooling effect on the body. And the right nostril is the Surya. It's very good when you're digesting the food, when you're trying to increase your metabolism, you're working out. These are good for the for your sun, your Surya Nadi, your right side of the Nadi. Sushumna is very good if you want to manifest, you have an intention, you have a goal, both the nostrils are working, and then you can create that goal. and stay there. Then don't go back and forth. Don't get ambivalent. That is your goal. You have stated it when your Sushumna Nadi is working. And that's how it goes. It circles around your spinal cord. And that's where the seat of your karmas are. And as you start opening your chakras and you move up the spinal cord, it starts bursting everything. And then we are moving down to the root of it all, the root chakra, the Muladhara, the 4 petals, the top, the bottom, the right and the left, and it is a color of red. And Lord Ganpati, the remover of all obstacles, is helping us with this chakra. It is the root of where we came from, our parents, our financial stability, knowing who we are, standing tall in our truth. And that is the root chakra. And we will sing with the root chakra to activate it. Lam, 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 kundalini arohanam. Now we will go down the thighs. We will go down the thighs, we will go down the knees, the back of our knees, the front of our knees. Sometimes when we are too stubborn, our knees start hurting, our legs are hurting because we're not wanting to move forward, we are afraid. That is why we taught you the 8 type of fears. 8 prakar ke bhai. Wo 8 prakar ke bhai was with the shloka number 47 that I just sang, and the riddhi and mantra that Ashi also taught you. So with that, we are working on the knees, we are working on the calf, the Achilles tendon, the ankles, and all of that is moving forward in your dreams, in your goals, in life, being in the present moment. Because what do we have? We only have the present moment. We don't have anything past, we don't know the future, and we don't have control of anything but the present. And why do they call it a present? Because it is truly a gift to be in the present moment. So stay in that, be in bliss, and enjoy the time you have with the family and friends and your schooling and all your classmates and everything, and this class. And the bottom of your feet, wiggling your toes in the bottom of your feet. Imagine you are connected to Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is the universe, it's the earth, it's our first mother. It has always taken care of us. Nature has always been there. So now as we are opening our hands up and blessing back and giving back to Mother Earth that has always given us, we are also rooting ourselves, because when we meditate, we can sometimes get in the skies and the realms, and we need to ground ourselves again. So we are grounding, and we are having roots of underneath our feet, and those roots are going down into the earth, and they are grounding us, and they are making us strong like a willow tree. The willow tree is always moving back and forth if there's a hurricane, if there's winds, but it is always standing tall in its truth and grounded and strong at the end of the day. So that is what we want to aim for. And we are giving back that love and energy back to Mother Earth in the form of a pink and gold energy, pink and gold color. And we are just transmitting that, and we are getting that back. And as we are now closing this, we are saying Kundalini Arohanam. And we are taking everything together, and I am saying now to you, Namaste. The divinity and the soul within me bows down to the divinity and the soul within you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for your time and giving me this chance to transmit some light, some wisdom, and free flow in this meditation. And as we are now, do not open your eyes yet, as we are getting out of the water, walking in the sand, and we are moving up the staircase, we are moving up from 10, slowly and slowly, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Start keeping your eyes a little bit open. 2, 1. Now I want you to take all of that energy in your palms and rub them together. Rub, 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 rub. Rub it all together. and rub it on your face and your entire body and keep that good energy with you. That very beautiful urja is what I like to call it. And that is the urja. And I will share the link in the WhatsApp group for monaural beats, the brainwave entrainment that I have spoken about and use in the meditation. It is very good to play with your learning. You kiddos are going to school, you're trying to focus, We Awake, and a few other sources I have. I can send it to you on the group. And also brainwave entrainment. It will really help you. You don't need to work on anything. It will just start working through your subconscious, and you just need to play it in the background. Of course, if you have the stereo headphones, is better because your left and your right ears will get the sounds that it needs to. It will go deeper in your brain. But even when you're sleeping, you can turn on these monaural beats. The brainwave entrainment is also a synonym for it. It's very good. I will put Tejal's book on there too. It's called, and her page is really informative on kids meditation. She has a book called Meditation for Kids, and it's very cute. It's very simple and very profound and a game changer for kids, as you guys are, really plugged into technology, all the EMFs, everything going on, the 5G. It will really help with the scattered mind, the lack of focus, being very hyperactive. So yeah, please take those two sources seriously. And I'm going to put the I Am Light song. I Am Light by Indy Ari, I Am Light. So I'll put that song on there as well. And yeah, I will now close with Namo Rihantanam. Namo Rihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airanam, Namo Janam, Namo Loisa Savanam, Aso Panjanam Karo Sava Papanasno, Mangalananja Save Simbadamam Havai Mangalam. Namo Rihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airanam, Namo Janam, Namo Loisa Savanam, Aso Panjanam Karo Sava Papanasno, Mangalananja Save Simbadamam Havai Mangalam. Namo Rihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airanam, Namo Janam, Namo Loisa Savanam, Aso Panjanam Karo Sava Papanasno, Mangalananja Save Simbadamam Havai Mangalam. This was a different type of chant, and I gained this kind of rag from Namra Muni. Namra Muni does very good work with kids also. So this is how he chants the Namo Rihantanam. So I thought this would be a good, powerful way to chant it. And as I told you, with the Namo Rihantanam, it's like it connects to all of your chakras. So it's very beautiful. Namo Rihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airanam, Namo Loya Savasaunam, Aso Panjanamo Karo, Sava Papanasno, Mangalancha Savisim, Padamam Havai Mangalam is your root chakra. Yeah, so everything is very connected. And thank you, kiddos, for this opportunity and your time and staying on till the end. We still have a good group of 25.
Today, I encourage everyone to please turn on your videos and see who is with us today on Teachers' Day and on our last session for this Bhaktamar Stotra series for kids. You all did excellent job. We are very proud of you. And over to Manju Didi. Manju Didi.
And thank you, Aparna, for inviting me. And I thank Dr. Neelam and Dr. Ashi for teaching kids almost 32 sessions. It's a pretty long time, almost a month, and each day 3 hours, putting more than 3 hours is not an easy task, and making learn kids 1 to 48. And I was just watching, this 45 number and 46 number class. And that is why I was awake and she called me. And the way Ashi and Neelam took it was very interesting. Plus the kids Arav's telling the story of 45th shloka, narrating the story with such clarity and concept, So when children see other students performing, they learn very quickly. So Arav being our teacher is such a good thing for stories, and so many kids, Neminath chanting so well, and his brother hugging him and helping him, like a performance appraisal by his brother, that you have chanted, although he did not speak anything, but his elder brother was, motivating him so much and appreciating him. And many other kids, I'm not, Vidit was speaking, and two young girls, I don't remember the name, she knows them very well. So Chahat also tells stories, and Chahat is also mastermind in Riddhis. So the meditation just now, Neelam took, she also took today in our Siddhaitan session from 3 to 5. And this is mesmerizing session. And we thank you for conducting each class with, explaining meaning, mantra, and especially pronunciation, and that too in English. So I feel really proud. That little Ashi which he came to me has grown up so well.
Thank you.
She used to fill all the form and did so much work for me as far as ISJS also. And we are proud of you, Ashi, and the way you conducted. And first day I gave guarantee to Siddharth that she will conduct. And he was so this thinking whether she will come or not. I said she will do all the classes. Without speaking to you, I had given guarantee. And today you conducted all the sessions. So we are very proud of you. And definitely our program coordinator, Siddharth ji and Aparna, said that the way you took all the classes with so much patience, motivating all kids and spending so much time, and such a good facilitator you are, helping each kid come out of the cocoon and, making them grow and teaching them the 7-8 courses also on robotics and so many courses. So it's a great achievement that on Teachers' Day we are completing all 48 shlokas. So Ashi, how are you feeling? I just want to listen from you.
Thank you so much, first of all. And yeah, I'm feeling like very happy, and thank you to everyone, like all the students, for giving us this opportunity to be a good teacher. And because of their enthusiasm and motivation, we were able to work so hard and like perform so well. So the credit goes to all the students who like made us teacher. So thank you everyone for that. Yeah, and it's been a wonderful journey. I actually lost the count of how many weeks, but yeah, because like now it has become a habit of every Saturday, Sunday reserved already like for this class. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful to everyone. Thank you.
And the way you designed it, and those putting cartoon characters and for homework and this, making it interesting for kids, very happy. And I'm sure Priya and Pradeep ji must be very happy seeing you grow, flourish, and doing so well in America.
Thank you.
So it was our dream that a teacher from India reaches there and you are there. And the start was so good. And best was the coordination between you and Neelam, which I was seeing in 45th Shloka class. It was, everything was so synchronized, which I wanted from the beginning, and it got achieved, So I was very happy to see that flowing in a rhythm. And students, of course, you are the one who took interest, and you are here till now. And it is you who are raising hand and who are interested. It is because of your enthusiasm. It is because of your hard work put in that we have come here. And I know if 197 kids will be teaching, they will be future teachers of America. this is an inventory of human resources. This is an inventory of energy healers. This is an, such a big thing. We are not understanding how much they will grow. You will be masters in your field. We just create masters of Bhaktamar. This is our motive. We create masters of Bhaktamar, and you will see how you will excel in all your, fields, in your education, in your sports and life skills. Everywhere you will excel and excel. So I was seeing Aparna was writing something. Yeah.
No, I was just telling everyone, requesting everyone to please turn their videos on so you can see all the students who are awake right now, who are from India or from here. And secondly, Didi, even with the last session, it was Sid Bhaiya's idea to have, we have a long weekend here in America. So on Sunday and Monday, we are still going to have the sessions open for kids to come and practice for pronunciation or whatever. That way we can time them, how much time they're going to use on September 12th, when we have our actual graduation.
That's absolutely right, Aparna Didi. And I just want to take 1 minute of you guys' time. 16 weeks ago, exactly today, 16 weeks ago, we started our first session. Just think for a second, 16 weeks. You guys have all stuck with us. And we have been blessed. I can take this my pride at least, that I've learned so much with each one of you, from poise to pronunciation to coming to class dedicated early. There are few of you guys know who you are, that have come in always on time or before time. To each one of you guys, because we can't do social distancing is the norm, pat yourself on your back. 100%. Each one should pat yourself on your back for being here, for taking part in this journey. I'm not going to name names here, but you know who you guys are. It has been my privilege to know each one of you. It's my privilege to know Manju Didi, and through Manju Didi, Aparna Didi, that I've been able to be part of this lovely group. It's going to be my cherished memory forever. My kids want to wish both the teachers. So I'm going to hand it over to them.
So, Sid, can we see you? Can you put on your camera?
So yeah, me and Nemi just both want to wish you all of you teachers a happy Teacher Appreciation Day, and we hope you, whatever you do next, you do well. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Thank you, Namra.
So Manju Didi, because of you, we all are here today. So it will be remiss for me to not specially mention you, and courteous me to you, Didi, for putting us the idea in our head back on May 5th, the first time when we spoke about it, Didi. And I am so glad that we found Ashiji and Neelamji, because these sessions have been tremendous. And if you go back, guys, one thing I'll recommend, you go back and get the first session, first video. Think of your impression then and think of it today. Go back and look at that first session, first video again, and see your journey. You will be impressed nonetheless. So thank you. And sorry for my bad connection today. Usually it always works. Some days it doesn't. This is one day it didn't work.
So
but anyone positive?
Smile.
Kritik Gosmi.
Thank you so much, Manju Didi. Thanks a lot for all these sessions and believing so much in me for everything. For everything.
And thank you. Thank you, kiddos. You guys are the future. You guys are the wave of the future. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. And you guys have had so much dedication and motivation. And for some of you, this is not even your first language. This is like Sanskrit is a different language in itself. It's difficult for people, even in growing up in India. So I am just, wow, blown away with how fast you guys pick things up and your dedication and your motivation and the energy that you're keeping in the class. I'm really, I'm really in awe. I'm very proud of you guys.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Agamya. Yeah.
So Manju Didi, thank you for Happy Teacher's Day. Thank you for all your time and efforts. And I just wanted to say, I can't even speak Hindi properly, and I can say Sanskrit, and I can say the shlokas in Sanskrit very clear. So thank you for all your time, efforts, management, everything. And my mom would like to say a couple of words too.
जय जिनेन्द्र मंजू दीदी, उत्तम क्षमा और
जय जिनेन्द्र, उत्तम क्षमा मन वचन कैसे।
दीदी हम लोग यहाँ अटलांटा में हैं और मैं आई एम वेरी वेरी ग्लैड और सबकी बहुत बहुत अनुमोदना सारी टीचर्स की और आपके मैनेजमेंट की और आपकी। मेरे बच्चे यहाँ पे रह के भक्ताम्बर जी के श्लोक का पाठ कर रहे हैं। इट्स अ बिग 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 अचीवमेंट फॉर अस। और वो एकदम शुद्ध बोल रहे हैं और उनको भाव अर्थ सब समझ में आए हैं। तो के लिए मैं बहुत बहुत नीलम जी और आशीष जी का बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करना चाहूंगी कि आप लोगों की वजह से आज मेरे बच्चे भक्ताम्बर जी सीख पाए हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपके टाइम, एफर्ट्स एंड एवरीथिंग। और अगम्या to become when she grew up. That's what she want.
What does she want? You got cut.
She wants to be a Bhaktambar healer.
Wow,
that's
I
awesome.
can see that.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Even Arav.
Very good luck, Agamya.
Yeah, even Arav was saying that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
So
what she wants.
can we listen to Arav also?
I'm surprised to see कि आज ऋषि first time camera पे आए हैं ऐसे.
Oh wow, Rishi ji, come. So today should be a celebration day. Nahi, Rishi ji, what do you want to say about Arav? How do you feel when Arav narrates the story and when he chants the shlokas?
He's really into this stuff, and you know, when he starts reciting the story, Bhata Chalakta, you know, he understands it and he has genuine interest. And both Arav and Soham, they enjoy saying the Bhaktamar Stotra. They're slowly learning every single shloka, and it's really great to see. You know, it's been amazing for us, and you know, we're so thankful that we found we connected with you and everybody else here. And you know, of course, thank you to the teachers. Ashi, they're doing an amazing job, and Sid Bhaiya and Aparna, they're totally spearheading this thing and managing all the stuff in the background. And of course, you, Manju Didi, for your support and blessings on everything. So total team effort, but I'm so glad that it's really nice to see all these kids. You know, I grew up here, so being foreigner to Hindi and everything like that, but just seeing that all these kids, they're also how they're joining with Bhaktamar Stotra. It's amazing. It's really nice to see, you know, it just continue.
Yeah, what Siddharth has achieved is like most difficult tasks, because to teach English, maths, everything is very easy. Computer, you know, any kid will adopt and learn. But to teach Bhaktambar, and that to 48 shlokas. So I will say 3 cheers to Ashi, Nilima, Aparna, Siddharth, Rishi, and Arav, Chat, and all the kids, whoever are here. Arnav. So Arnav wants to say some words. He's saying Arnav.
And okay.
So Jai Jinendra Manju Didi, Jai Jinendra Ashi Didi, Jai Jinendra Neelam Didi. I just want to thank you all for this opportunity. Like, I remember a few months back, we all went to the temple for darshan. My parents started reciting the Bhaktambar Stot. I had no idea what it was. I was like, what are you saying? I wanted to learn. And then I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later, I got introduced to this class. We actually missed the first 2 sessions, but we actually rewound and watched the YouTube videos. And I just went back on my phone and looked back at like when we were reciting the first and second shlokas. It's so funny now seeing that like I had to look back on my book and read the first shlok, and now I can just say it so easily. This has just been such a big journey for me and everyone else in my family, including Agami and my parents. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Arav, you all have got 48 magical tools for manifestation, and you will be getting certificate, which Siddha will declare. and that too from International School for Jain Studies, which has 3 credits in all universities across America. You will be recognized for that certificate in any university. It gives you 3 credits. You know how much credits. And I'll say what you have got is you can use throughout your life. It is just like Harry Potter world. What Harry Potter had is like what you are getting from Bhaktamar. All 48 magical tools which you don't have to carry in toolbox. You have to just implant them in your brain, and you can use them wherever you want, and you will not require any cost, anything, and you will get the result for sure in health, wealth, education, job, life skill development, whatever you would like to.
Didi, I want to say unmute Vidhi. Like you, she's also up. Yeah, ये मेरी मासी की granddaughter है, and from seeing her younger brother also started chanting, जिसको speech में भी थोड़ी problem थी, and it's just so amazing. आज इसने chant किया. Vidhi, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I want to say that these classes were too good, really good experience about that, really good experience, and every shloka can help me my whole life, so I like this session, especially that that is made for kids, that I like that, like Ashi Didi and Neelam auntie helped us, Neelam auntie helped us in doing meditation, and Ashi Didi explained the meanings of the shlokas. I really like it. Thank you, Ashi Didi and Neelam.
Thank you, Vidhi. Very well done.
Thank you, Vidhi.
Jai Janendra Manju auntie, I just wanted to say कि thank you so much आपने जो initiative शुरू करा है, and then you reached out to so many people in the US जिनके कारण अब यहाँ पे Canada में भी we've also got an opportunity to learn the Bhaktamar Stotra, to experience this every weekend, and we get the like good vibes and the good radiations and the good feelings of whenever we learn, and it just feels so good, and it feels good to know that we have the opportunity to learn, and we have been learning, and all of us are now capable and are able to say the Bhaktamar Sutra, which I feel like not many people, even staying in India, not a lot of people are able to do that, and being away from India, being in a country where not a lot of this stuff happens, we're able to do that. So thank you so much for that. And thank you to Ashi Didi and Neelam auntie too, for teaching us so well, and for like making PowerPoints every weekend, and answering all our questions very, very patiently. So thank you so much for that.
I'll just say, Chahat, Saina, you all worked very hard, and my husband, although he doesn't, but he really likes kids' Pathshala. Only he has seen once. I told Ashi that day that he was so happy, and to see Siddharth also. But he was very happy to see children chant, you know, and class conducted in such good way.
Thank you,
Is there any upcoming classes after this? Are there any upcoming after classes after this?
So Neminatha or Mahavira, we haven't planned any yet, but as soon as you put a plan, we put it in North America group.
Okay, thank you.
Can I say something?
Of course, Swasti.
So I just wanted to say thank you for this wonderful journey, and I can bet you that no one will forget this, whether they're 30, 40. I really enjoyed this personally. I think that this will be no one will forget, even our children. We will keep on telling how amazing you guys were to save the day, save the cup from Corona, save like over 1,000 people from this magic like magic stotra. This is more like not even any fairy or anything can do this much power. Thank you, Manju auntie. Thank you, Aparna auntie. Thank you, everyone who cooperated to make this. I'm really thankful for this, but it's not just our dedication, but it's your like you're setting up. You guys started this Bhaktamar. Okay. When these kids learn, they will become healers. So now, since you've taught us, we are becoming healers, and we can also save 1,000 people like you say. Thank you.
You're so smart, Swasti. You speak so well. Yes, we are proud of you.
Attends every session, and her and her sister, Swasti and Atisha, they are always there in every session, and they even give healing to Nan uncle and anybody whoever is there, whoever joins ahead of time, our daily chanting session. These girls are always there to do my chanting for them.
Okay.
I want to be like you.
My only one request,
Uh,
Swasti, Atisha, I have only one request for you guys. Always keep smiling, no matter what comes your way. Always keep smiling, because when you smile, other people smile.
Thank you, Sid uncle.
Yes, beta. So you guys are awesome. Just like every other kid in this class. Some people can speak, some people can't. But you guys are all the same to me. You're all awesome in my eyes.
Thank you.
Didi Arav.
Arav, Arav, what do you want to say?
Thank you so much to everybody. I know the Bhaktamar Stotra because I know a little bit of the Bhaktamar Stotra because of you guys. So thank you.
Arav, my husband is smiling when he's listening to you. He's always at the backstage, he doesn't come in front of camera.
Didi, I have to tell you this. Like he doesn't come on the screen, he doesn't want to come on the camera or even on the phone. This morning, Papa is not feeling good. So I got to know that he's not feeling too good. So Soham was sleeping. You know what? He heard me ki Mama is kind of sad. He got up instantly. What happened? I said ki Nanu is not feeling too good. He said, can I chant all the shlokas that I know for him? Ekdam, like he woke up out of his sleep and he was like, can I chant all the shlokas that I know? I said, okay. And then he was like, don't worry, I know he's going to be totally fine. And then he went back to sleep.
And remember the day he had some nightmare and he said, Mama, chant 15 shloka for me. And he chanted, he learned that shloka, remembering that chant 15 shloka is such a big thing, That,
so I know
that faith also.
Turn on their cameras or who don't come here on the screen or whatever. This Bhaktamar Stotra is all in their bloodstream now. Whether they know even for strangers when to chant, which shloka to chant, they know it.
बड़ों से बढ़कर किया छोटे बच्चों ने तो
हाँ बहुत आगे आंटी बहुत बड़ी चीज है
बच्चों के तो बड़े तो कुछ नहीं पूछते थे बच्चों के क्वेश्चन सुन के हैरानगी होती थी भी मैं कैसे इनको दिमाग में चलती है इनकी बातें It's very nice बहुत अच्छा लगता
and I'm so glad to be at last second I saw your message and I'm like Didi jaldi online aa jao I mean join the class it's ending today is the last session official last session and then there's going to be graduation ceremony on the 12th
on the 12th we have to make ready all the certificates Siddhi ji
मंजू दीदी
हाँ जी हाँ
दीदी एक बात पूछनी थी मुझे अर्णव के बारे में कुछ एक बात आपसे डिस्कस करनी थी आपको कॉल करके बात कर सकते हैं
हाँ जी बिल्कुल अभी कर लेना
अभी तो बहुत लेट हो जाएगा मैं कल कर लूंगी अभी तो आप रेस्ट कर लीजिए
ठीक है
कौन सा टाइमिंग आपका मतलब इंडिया के हिसाब से किस टाइम पे आपकी
7 बजे
सुबह और शाम में
अच्छा चलेगा ये हम लोग के 8 साढ़े 8 बजे क्लास खत्म हो जाती है सब मॉर्निंग की जो 6 से 8:30 9 बजे फ्री हो जाते हैं अराउंड 9ish in the morning हाँ चलेगा
ठीक है, थैंक यू दीदी। जय जिनेंद्र।
जय जय। आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप अपना नंबर भी कर दीजिएगा, क्योंकि कई बार आप लगाओगे मेरा नहीं लगेगा या कुछ, तो आई विल टेक केयर। ओके।
हाँ, तो आपका उस पे से मैंने नंबर लिया है, तो आपके नंबर पे मैं अपना नंबर व्हाट्सएप कर दूंगी।
हाँ, देना आई विल।
ठीक है दीदी, थैंक यू।
स्वस्ति का हाथ उठा हुआ है, स्वस्ति कुछ बोलना चाह रही है। स्वस्ति
नहीं, स्वस्ति नहीं है, अभी सामने बैठी नहीं है, वो पहले ही रेस्ट था, तो शी फॉरगॉट टू लोअर इट डाउन। तो रैप अप करें दीदी अब सेशन?
यस, ओके।
दीदी आप ही कर देते रैप अप। एक सेकंड दीदी, स्वस्ति की सिस्टर भी अभी दिखी है, अतिशा।
ओ, सोहम दिख रहा है। सोहम, सोहम। ओके। हाय हाय, हेलो। जय जिनेंद्र।
अतिशा एंड स्वस्ति दोनों सिस्टर्स हैं।
जय जिनेंद्र, कितने क्यूट क्यूट हो आप लोग। सबका एक कोलाज बना लो सारे स्टूडेंट्स का। अच्छा, बढ़िया है।
My brothers, I'm actually Adish's sister.
Okay. So you have lovely teachers, Neelam ji and Ashi ji, and they have groomed you, and you have learnt all the shlokas so well. We are proud of you. You will be future masters, Harry Potters, and you'll be Spider-Man and Batman of America.
और अब निधि की फैमिली है, ये निधि की कजन है इनकी मदर।
Okay, great. You'll be future Chota Bheem and all.
बच्चों ने काफी कुछ सीखा बच्चों ने क्लास से, मतलब बहुत ही अच्छा क्लास था ये। We are looking forward for more such classes.
That was Siddha and Devin.
Thank you once again so much.
Very good, Swasti. Very good.
दीदी अब आप ही आज आप सेशन एंड कर दीजिए।
उद्भूत भीषण जलोदर भार भूम्ना सोच्यां दशामुपगता श्युत जीविताशा त्वत्पाद पंकज रजो मृत देक्त देहा मर्त्या भवन्ति मकर ध्वज तुल्य रूपा। ओम नमो भगवती शत्रुपत्रो शांतिकारिणी रोगशरोपशमनं शांतिं कुरु स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं भगवते भीषणहराय नमः। अल्पश्रुतं श्रुतवतां परिहासधाम त्वद्भक्तिरेव मुखरीकुरुते बलान् मां यत् कोकिलः किल मधौ मधुरं विरौति तच्चाम्रचारुकलिका निकरैकहेतु। ॐ ह्रीं श्रां श्रीं श्रूं श्रा हंसं थ थ थ ठ ठ ठ सरस्वती भगवती विद्या प्रसादं कुरु स्वाहा। जय जिनेंद्र सभी को उत्तम क्षमा मन वचन का। Thank you, Siddha Aparna, once again, Ashi, Neelam ji, and all the students.
Thank you so much, Manju Didi, and thank you all, Jai Jinender sabko. Have a beautiful day, everyone, and good night sleep to Vidhi and Kriti from India. All right, Didi. Bye all.
Thank you, everyone. Jai Jinendra, take care.
Jai Jinendra.
Bye, Ashi. Love you, Ashi. Love you, Ashi. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
From all of us here.
from all of us here
Everyone
at Naina
wave
Ben's
off
house.
with sign off with smiling faces.
Absolutely. Ashiji, have a lovely day from Naina Ben and all of us here at Naina Ben's house, the 12 of us. We wish you a very, very happy Teachers' Day. And to all the
Thank
kids,
you.
have a lovely Saturday. We will see you tomorrow for practice. Whoever is showing up, remember, we will be all here, okay? Tomorrow, your special attraction is Bijalji will be there from 1 to 2. So if you want to understand the Vasant Tilk Chand, Bijalji will be there tomorrow from 1 to 2 p.m. So that's an added attraction. So for you guys want to come in and chant tomorrow and learn the perfect pronunciation, Bijalji will be there with us from 1 to 2 p.m.
India time?
No, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern time, India 10:30 p.m.
Okay.
10 a.m. San Francisco, 10 a.m. San Francisco, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 10:30 p.m. India time. Bijalji will be running the class for 1 hour for people who want pronunciation issues or want to test it out. The chand, the way she chants it. You have a special attraction for that.
Okay, 10:30 will be there. And
Perfect.
thank you, Naina ji, and your 11 teachers over there. Thank you so much. And same. Thank you, Naina ji. You are everywhere, and Pragna ji from Udaipur.
Oh, we all, not me. We all.
We all, yeah, we all.
तो मंजू जी हम सब नैना जी के वहाँ पे आए हुए हैं. लॉन्ग वीकेंड है, सब नैना जी के हम लोगों ने घर को हमारा कैंपिंग ग्राउंड बना दिया है. घर पे ढाबा बोला है.
Okay, nice. Have good get together, and I will join you once I reach.
You're always welcome. So everyone, bye.
Bye. Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra, Agamya, Arnab, Swasti, Atisha, and everyone else.
Thank you. Happy Teachers' Day. Uttam Shama. Bye.
Uttam Shama. Bye.